Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll call the meeting of the Schaumburg Village Board to order for March 22nd. Before we get started, I want to make two announcements. Number one, if there's anybody here who wishes to speak to the issue of the exterior transport issue, we aren't going to discuss it tonight. It is on the agenda for April 12th. For April 12th, but there is still a lot of staff work that needs to be done. So if you're here solely for that, you're welcome to stay, but it is not going to come up on the agenda or in any kind of discussions tonight. Number two, we would appreciate it if you would turn off any cell phones or any other personal devices that make noise. And with that, again, we call the meeting to order. First item on the agenda is a roll call. Madam Clerk.
Trustee Kozak.
Here.
Trustee Clare.
Here.
Trustee Sullivan.
Present.
Trustee Dunham
Present.
is pro tem president. Trustee Madej.
Present.
Trustee Bishke is absent.
Trustee Clare, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Everyone, please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Next item is approval of expenditures for minutes. I'm sorry, you're right. I don't get to do this very often. So next item is approval of the minutes for March 8th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Motion and second to approve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes, motion carries. Next item is approval of expenditures. $4,384,000, $605.40.
Move to approve the expenditures as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. We need a roll call for this one.
Yes. Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee President pro tem Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
President Bishke absent.
All ayes, motion carries. Presentations. Presentation of a 10-year service award to Lisa Peterson, Director of Finance. Congratulations. Let's try to take it out of the box here so we can get a picture of it. Ooh, that's pretty.
I think that's still in high school.
Thank you. Let me give you the box too, son.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And a 20-year service award to James Schlesser from the fire department, first lieutenant and paramedic. Jim, congratulations. Open it so they can see. Don't lose that envelope. And finally, last but not least, Roxanne Benvenuti has only been here for 30 years and is the chief officer of Septemberfest and gosh knows what else. Roxanne, well, you and I started about the same time, didn't we? 91? Yeah.
Speaking to the mic.
No, she got the mask on.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Roxy.
Well, that takes care of all the fun stuff. Now we got to go to work. Liquor license requests, I don't think we have any, do we? Okay, consent agenda. Marilyn, our clerk, will read the consent agenda in its entirety and try to vote on all of these items in one fell swoop. If any of you have an item that you wish to discuss further, let me know when we get to it. We'll pull it off the consent agenda and discuss it under committee reports. If you would, please.
Number 1, correspondence. The motion would be to approve the request from Schaumburg AM Rotary Club Foundation to hold a raffle on March 23rd, 2022 at Wintrust Field located at 1999 South Spring and Scooth Road and waive the fidelity bond requirement. 2, proclamations. A, Problem Gambling Awareness Month, March 2022. B, Child Abuse Prevention Month, April 2022. C, Community Development Week, April 11th to 15th, 2022. 3, Public Safety Committee. The motion would be to approve a contract extension with JG Uniforms of Chicago, Illinois for Police Department uniform and equipment through April 30th, 2023 in an amount not to exceed the approved budget. 4, Planning, Building, and Development Committee. The motion would be to direct staff to draft code language pertaining to temporary seasonal outdoor dining for review by Zoning Board of Appeals at a public hearing. 5, the motion would be to approve a plat amendment, setback variations, and floor area ratio FAR credit approval for Verde Estates, southwest corner of Thacker Street and Verde Drive. 6, the Zoning Board of Appeals. The motion would be to approve a special use for a Type C restaurant, special use for a drive-through facility, parking variations, sign variations, exception to Woodfield Regional Center design guidelines, and Woodfield Regional Center design review for Sweet Green, 1320 North Meacham Road, Meacham Corners. B, the motion would be to approve an amendment to Municipal Code Title 15, Chapter 154 zoning and Chapter 155 signs pertaining to advisory boards, commission duties, OSC changes. 7, ordinances. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-021, authorizing adoption and publication of the official updated zoning map of the Village of Schaumburg. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-022, granting a plat amendment, setback variations, and floor area ratio FAR credit approval, Verde Estates, southwest corner of Thacker Drive, Thacker Street, and Verde Drive. C, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-023, granting a special use for Type C restaurant, special use for drive-through facility sign variations, exception to Woodfield Regional Center design guidelines, and Woodfield Regional Center design review for Sweet Green, 1320 North Meacham Road, Meacham Corners. D, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 22-024, amending various sections of the Schaumburg Village Code pertaining to advisory boards, commission duties, OSC changes. This concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion, the second to approve. We need a roll call for this too, don't we?
Trustee Kozak?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee, or Pro Tem Dunham?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bishke, absent.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Any committee reports? Comments from the audience? This is your chance to hold forth on matters pertaining specifically to the village. You have 5 eager sets of ears here, and please step forward.
Good evening. My name is, if I could just pass a few things out. Good evening. My name is Mary Crick, and I am the Executive Director of Associates in Behavioral Health Care. We've actually been working on the corner of Schaumburg and Meacham for 20 years. I have a couple other offices, and I just really want to thank you for making March Problem Gambling Awareness Month. It is very important because, of course, it's March Madness. And gambling has really been entertainment for most people. It should be entertainment for most people. Unfortunately, 1% of the population have a gambling disorder. What that means is, out of 68,000 members of your Schaumburg, approximately 670 of them have a gambling disorder. And what that causes, it causes us to worry about alcoholism. 70% have an alcohol use disorder, in addition to their gambling disorder. 53% have a mental illness, in addition to the gambling disorder. Excuse me, my pens are falling out. And 36% have gambling and mental health disorder. And so this is really important because I think right now gambling is becoming very big. If you notice some of these numbers that you have here, the Illinois Gaming Board actually lists all of your video gambling machines in your establishments. I think I gave out my last one, but I think the report actually said there was 67 machines, is that what it is? And there was 50 last year. And so unfortunately, can I just borrow one? Thank you so much, I'm sorry. So in 2022, in 58 days, from January 1st to February 28th, the machines, not the people or the state or Schaumburg, the machines made $483,000, $597. And I'm getting that figure right where I have written. So what that means is the money that the people put in the machines and the money that came out of the machines earned $500,000 in 58 days. And so that is just video. We're not talking about sports betting. We're not talking about the casinos. We're not talking about poker that is played online. The new commercials even say you can gamble at grandma's house. So gambling is really becoming really a family threat. We work with a lot of domestic violence. We work with substance abuse. We work with anger management. And unfortunately, some of this money really was their household expenses that they needed to pay. So I just really want to come out and thank you so much for making Schaumburg aware of Problem Gambling Month. It is really important. I am on the corner of Schaumburg and Meacham, and we do have treatment for gamblers. I'm actually one of the 10 programs that are funded by the state of Illinois to provide treatment for gamblers. The problem is I have no money to do outreach, so I kind of hope that the towns will help me. Maybe put it on their websites, let people know that if they have a gambling problem, there's places to go. We work hand in hand with Share. That's another very good program. I think I was over at the festival for Schaumburg. I was very graciously right between the beer tent and the bingo hall, and it was great because I had, a problem gambling, and everybody just avoided me, and that was okay because they got the message. But I thank you so much, and I hope to be there again in September.
Thank you. You said, did you say 68,000 people?
Yes, how many is
More
there?
like 78,000.
Oh.
We just had a census.
Okay, well, that just means another 10 more people have a gambling disorder. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, 19% are going to seriously consider suicide. So suicide is the #1 tragedy of gambling, because once all the money's gone, there's no way you can file bankruptcy for most of these credit cards or your IRA or your children's college funds.
Could you put your name on my sheet so that I have it for the minute?
I did.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's fine.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I appreciate the proclamation. I did see that we were on the website.
Thank you. All right. Any other comments from the audience? Hearing none, council report.
No report.
No report. President's report, I have been given nothing to report. Manager's report?
Been given nothing to report either.
You either, huh?
No.
Okay. All right. Any new business to come before the board? Any unfinished business? Trustee comments and mentions? Wow. We're getting out of here early. All right. Well, the next thing is to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Motion is second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5 ayes, no nays, motion carries.